I believe that we can f you up. I believe that we can f you up. That's what the chant should be.
Ooh, Jason, who would you ever want to just invite to dinner?
Who?
Yeah, who would you ever want to invite to dinner?
Oh boy, this one's spicy. Turns out the person who blew the lid off the whole Taylor Swift-Blake Lively text threat scandal wasn't some random source. It was Taylor's own dad, Scott Swift. Yep, Scott allegedly went straight to Justin Baldoni's team with a serious bombshell. Blake Lively reportedly threatened to leak Taylor's private texts if the pop superstar didn't publicly side with her in the messy feud with Baldoni over It Ends With Us. An insider has spilled that Scott didn't want Taylor dragged even deeper into the drama, so he voluntarily handed over this information as part of a deal. Baldoni's team agreed to drop their subpoena for Taylor in exchange for Scott's cooperation. Basically, Scott pulled a power move to protect his daughter, but also shook up the whole legal fight in the process. This all came to light thanks to Baldoni's lawyer, Brian Friedman, who made the explosive claim public last week in court papers. Friedman said Blake's lawyer, Michael Gottlieb, went to Taylor's legal team with a demand. Taylor had to release a statement backing Blake, or else Blake would drop those private texts, personal messages that Blake allegedly even wanted Taylor to delete. Friedman confirmed in a sworn affidavit that he got the scoop after spending an hour on the phone with someone very close to Taylor. At the time, the identity of that person was kept secret, but insiders now say it was none other than Scott Swift who pulled the curtain back. Unsurprisingly, Gottlieb flat out denied these claims, calling them cowardly and untethered from reality. Still, another insider has spilled it looked like Blake's camp tried to strong-arm Taylor by threatening to release private info to force her into a narrative she wasn't part of. On the sidelines of all this, Taylor's boyfriend Travis apparently took a side by unfollowing Ryan Reynolds, Blake's husband, on Instagram, signaling where his loyalty lies amid the chaos. Despite the drama, a judge ruled that the text threat allegations were improper and irrelevant, meaning they won't be part of the court case. Then, in a move that surprised many, Baldoni dropped his subpoena for Taylor, just weeks after his lawyer had insisted she was involved in Blake's alleged pressure tactics over the film. The lawsuit itself is a $400 million extortion and defamation battle filed by Baldoni against Blake, after she sued him first, of course. It alleges that Taylor and Reynolds were present in meetings, pressuring Baldoni to accept their demands on script rewrites. Friedman described them as Blake's dragons, two powerful, wealthy celebrities who weren't afraid to turn up the heat. One insider even hinted that Baldoni's team decided to drop the subpoena because the key information had been handed over voluntarily, presumably by Scott Swift himself. No need to drag Taylor into court when her dad's already spilled the tea. Meanwhile, Taylor continues to deny any involvement, with her reps insisting she never set foot on the It Ends With Us set, never influenced casting or edits, and was fully occupied with her world tour while all this went down. Bottom line, Scott Swift stepping into the spotlight as the leaker changes the whole game. His move not only protected Taylor, but also shifted the legal chessboard in this high-profile Hollywood showdown. Good job, Dad. Moving on, it's Florida, baby. As Taylor crooned, it's one hell of a drug, and apparently it's the perfect spot for a late-night date night with Travis. On May 23rd, the couple was spotted rolling up to Harry's restaurant in West Palm Beach around 10 p.m., keeping things low-key but stylish. Taylor was sipping white wine, looking flawless in a floral off-the-shoulder dress, cinched with a metallic belt, her blonde hair pulled back into a loose low bun. Travis matched the vibe with a black and white zebra print shirt, white pants, and a casual baseball cap. TMZ caught the arrival, noting the duo rolled deep with security in tow. Because yeah, they're that kind of power couple. This date night comes after a pretty quiet stretch for the two, who've mostly stayed out of the spotlight while Taylor takes a breather after her marathon 2-year Eras tour. Since their Mother's Day hangout in Philly, Taylor and Travis have been keeping it mostly private, chilling at Travis's mega Florida rental. This Boca Raton mansion, valued at a staggering $20 million, is basically a dream pad. 6 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms, a pool with a waterfall, a private dock, bar, and even a home theater. Not too shabby for the off-season, right? Speaking of off-season, Travis is gearing up to head back to training camp soon. But many fans think Taylor's recent radio silence isn't just about downtime. Word is, she's gearing up to drop Reputation Taylor's version any day now. AMAs, I'm looking at you. If you remember, before the original Reputation came out in 2017, Taylor went completely off the grid for months and wiped her social media clean before making a huge comeback in November that year. This upcoming re-release would be the 5th of 6 planned Taylor's version albums. Rumor has it, she might even drop Reputation alongside the re-recorded version of her self-titled debut, making a bold statement to reclaim both her reputation and her name in one go. Back in August 2019, Taylor announced the ambitious plan to re-record her first 6 albums after her original masters got sold off to Scooter Braun's camp. Since she wrote the songs herself, she still owns the publishing rights, which lets her re-record and take back control of her music. And honestly, it's been a power move that her fans can't stop cheering for. And honestly, neither can I. But I can't dwell on that any longer because, listen up, the upcoming Eagles vs. Chiefs Super Bowl rematch is straight up turning into the most outrageous ticket frenzy the NFL has seen in ages. Prices are going so high, it's basically daylight robbery. I'm talking an average ticket price of $749 just to maybe catch a glimpse of Travis Kelce. And if you don't have superstar hookups, hello Taylor Swift, you're probably out of luck or seriously broke after. This isn't just any game, it's the earliest Super Bowl rematch in nearly a decade, and fans are losing their minds over it. The NFL gods only allow this kind of epic showdown about once every blue moon, 11 times ever FYI, so naturally everyone wants in. The Chiefs, with their championship swagger, are back at it for the 3rd time, showing off just how they keep dominating the drama and the headlines. And don't forget, the defending champs usually crush these rematches 8 out of 10 games, which adds so much tension because the Eagles are gunning to prove last year's win wasn't a fluke. If you thought that ticket price was wild, the Eagles' other game against Dallas is also charging fans $706 on average. Basically, NFL fans are either spending their life savings or selling a kidney to be part of these monster matchups. Meanwhile, the Detroit Lions are flexing with the highest average ticket prices in the whole league. Who knew their fan base was that hardcore? Cleveland Browns games, on the other hand, are the bargain bin of the NFL with way more affordable seats. Behind the scenes, NFL bigwigs like Zach Gilbert are sweating bullets, trying to keep the PR nightmare in check and the hype machine running smoothly. Because with these crazy high stakes and jaw-dropping ticket prices, one wrong move could blow up into a full-blown scandal. So yeah, this game isn't just about football, it's a massive spectacle, a cash cow, and the hottest ticket in town. If you somehow score a seat, congrats, but for the rest of us, better start saving or just watch the drama unfold on our respective couches. Anyway, following Taylor and Travis's cozy date night in West Palm Beach, they continue to serve up major couple goals, and not just with their public appearances. Their love fest got even sweeter, literally, with a report that Taylor sent homemade treats to Travis's recent photo shoot. Fans have already seen Kelce cheering Taylor on during her Eras tour, and Taylor's been front and center at Chiefs games, but this little surprise takes their relationship vibes to the next level. A viral tweet showed a box of frosted, sprinkled Pop-Tarts, think strawberry, raspberry, and blueberry flavors, hand-delivered with a note signed by Taylor herself, wishing the crew a great shoot. Some fans were skeptical at first, but most were totally here for it. Comments like, "That's wifey behavior," and "She's an angel among us," flooded social media, proving Taylor's sweetness off stage matches her superstar status. Whether those homemade Pop-Tarts actually made it on set or not, it's safe to say the dude was feeling the love. And don't forget, Travis isn't just a lucky recipient. He's been pulling sugar daddy moves too, dropping a whopping $80K on designer gifts for Taylor recently. This duo? Total relationship goals, on and off the field. And I'm living for it. What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Until then, see you next time.